Asher and I just wrapped up lunch and now I'm on my way to make a custom perfume for my mom as a gift to bring back with me. Asher and I have been here in Singapore for 6 months now, so we're headed back to the States to visit family and friends and get to see the fall colors change, which I'm super excited for since we don't really get to experience the seasons here.
It's time to start packing.
Packing for the trip back to the US has reminded me of what it was like to get here in the first place. As you can imagine, we had to do pretty standard things. Get an apartment, get a local phone number, get a bank account, set up utilities. These have to happen in a pretty specific order. We were going to be living in Singapore, so we thought, let's go ahead and get our permanent number. You can get a temp number easy peasy with a passport, but in order to get a permanent number, you need to have either a SingPass or a physical pass card. Now, you might be wondering, what's SingPass? What's a pass card? In Singapore, they call their visas passes. So I got a work visa, which is called an employment pass here. Asher has what is called a dependent pass. You get a physical ID card with your details and your identifier as a pass holder. SingPass is the digital version of not only that pass, but also serves as your government identity. It stores literally everything about you that the government would need to know. If I'm not mistaken, I think some of my Singaporean colleagues told me that it even stores their schooling details. You can't get a SingPass until you have your employment/dependent pass granted. Let's start from day 1 of arriving. We chill because we are exhausted. Day 2, we go to the airport to get a temp mobile number for just me. We didn't have to go all the way back to the airport, but we knew that would be an easy place to find a temp eSIM. Asher wanted to wait until he could get a permanent number and didn't get one. Now we wait and enjoy Singapore while our pass appointment approaches. We couldn't schedule the appointment until my first day of work in the Singapore office. Day 7, we go to our pass appointment and finalize the details of our passes. We have our photos and fingerprints taken and I set up my SingPass. Asher couldn't set up his SingPass because he needed a Singaporean phone number. After we had our pass appointment, we were antsy to get our apartment finalized and begin moving in. We found our place and signed our tenant agreement on day 11. In order to finalize our lease though, we had to pay a full month of rent as a deposit and it had to be a bank transfer. We didn't have a bank account yet though because we had to have a permanent number and a local address to open one. So we had to do an international bank transfer to pay the deposit. Day 12, we got the keys, and on day 13, we moved from the hotel into the apartment with a bed, toilet paper, towels, and our luggage. Asher began the process of applying for internet service on day 13 and had to use my pass to open it to avoid paying a security deposit. On day 14, I got my permanent mobile number since I had my SingPass. Asher still had to wait as he didn't have his SingPass or physical card yet. It was also on day 14 that our agent brought to our attention that we need to set up a utilities account. We couldn't do this until I had gotten my SingPass, so we set it up with my SingPass and we learned that it takes a full week for the utilities to start being billed to us and not the landlord. On day 18, our physical passes arrived and Asher was able to set up his SingPass and get his permanent phone number. Day 20, we finally got internet, and day 21, the utilities started being billed to us and we paid back the landlord for the week he covered. At some point after this, we were able to set up a bank account for me finally. To open the bank account, I needed a passport, a physical pass card, a tenant agreement, and some proof of a bill. So as you can see, it was quite the ordeal to set all of this up. I took for granted how easy it was to move from one state to another in the US. You know, we haven't had to pack since we moved here, and the packing has been feeling easy. Too easy. Like I was forgetting something. And it was these! I was forgetting these.